Our team today, for anyone that was curious, is Rocky Helmet Cresselia with Psych Up, right? We're going to be able to psych up all of our juicy Calm Mind bolts, boosts, add another Cresselia, make it an unbreakable wall, and then we have like Lunar Blessing to heal both of them and make it so we're like not as susceptible to RNG. I think this team is super, super cool if you're like looking to play balanced stuff like that. We have the Fake Out, Covert Cloak, and Sin, so we will always be able to correctly Parting Shot or Fake Out on turn 1. We have a standard AV Rilla, we have a dual screens Grim, we have a, redirecting very standard Wellspring Mass. This is more of a Trick Room team. It's definitely like a full balanced team as opposed to like one that can do a little bit of everything. Because like I think when you're testing teams and you're trying to like learn a little bit more about the ladder, what you should be doing is like doubling up on the sort of mechanics that you want your team to do. Like I wanted Fake Out, so I added 2 of them. I wanted healing, so I added Cresselia with Lunar Blessing, Rillaboom with the Grassy Surge. I wanted damage mitigation, so I added in Sin with like Intimidate, Parting Shot, and Grim with Screens, right? So because I wanted like multiple different ways of doing things, like I didn't want to go into a matchup and need to mitigate damage and they have like 3 Defiant Mons and I can't bring mine Sin. That's what the Grim's for, right? So I can still have like my team's general playstyle without sacrificing the general idea of the team, which is again to set up the Raging Bolt just to basically win every single game. And our Raging Bolt is a really unique moveset too, because it's a Protect Calm Mind Bolt, but instead of Thunderclap, we just have the raw Thunderbolt, and instead of Dragon Pulse, we just have Terra Blast for Terra Fairy. And even if we don't go like Terra Fairy, if they don't have like Bolt or something, like we can just use Terra Blast. Like I think it's a good move when you're at like max special attack. This thing excels at like breaking and walling other Raging Bolts, and I think it's just a really, really cool team. It's a cool team, having a lot of fun with it, and yeah, feels great to play. Wellspring, Dango, it's a cool team. Looks Reg H-ish, because the Arcanine and the Dango. Let's see what we want to get done here. I'm not really afraid of this. Probably should be, but I'm not. I'm more afraid of Arcanine, I think, than most of what their team brings to the table, and obviously Goldango's a problem. I think I can get away with Weeding and Sin Bolt. And then it's hard to make Rilla work here. I think I'm going to have more value off of Cress. And like honestly, if I get the Arcanine off the board, I just go Steel Terra and most of those guys are dealing with them. I want to save Grim for game 2. So that means I bring Rilla for game 1, and Rilla's just really suboptimal, but it's okay. Awesome, so I can't Fake Out, but I can Parting. This is a Throat Spray set, so I will just Parting on that thing, and I think I'm going to just Calm Mind. You don't have Encore or anything, so I can just get away with that. And then we're going to bring in Cress and just kind of like outvalue this board since it's really low power. Yep. Yep. So you're faster than everything. I'm just going to Lunar Blessing and continue to Calm Mind. I don't need to go for a setup yet. If you freeze me, I thaw. Yep. Nice. Hey, I'm gaming here. Don't act like I was not outplaying this amount of terrible RNG. And Cress is faster, I still get my move off. Psychic Noise, no healing. There it is. That was the only one turn that works. So what I can do here is drop a Protect and go for a Psych up here. Yep. Cool. And then Cress will be at +2 and we'll be in a good spot. Nice. And now we can heal again. And we're just going to go to +6 probably. There's nothing like they can really do about it. They can bring in like Roaring Moon or something. They actually can. Let me think about that. I'll Blessing. And I think I will Thunderbolt. Nothing. I will do exactly what I was doing. You don't have a way to hit me very well. Lunar Blessing. Calm Mind. Yep. Any freezers, pleasers? Oh, no freeze this time? Lamau. That doesn't do it. Royal is going to be running out of turns relatively soon. We'll go for one more big Lunar. Yep, Fire Terror is fine. I don't really care. You can freeze all you want, bro. Like, I got the heals. You can Psychic Noise if you want. It just doesn't really do it. It's too late now. Now you ain't got no Roar Veil. Now what? What is your grandmaster plan now? He's gonna freeze the crest. There you go. That's the play. Dumpied. Cool. I don't care about your hyper voice. Roaring Moon's the only thing I'm like worried about, but like we have the Fairy Terra just to pop it, right? So that's fine. Crest can actually just eat anything Roaring Moon throws. So we're gonna... I think Lunar is still the right play. Yep. Take that little chip. Rocky Helmet busted. Let's go. Oh! Oh! So good! And Goldangle in the back's problematic, but like, look at my stats. You know, I'm kind of okay here. Ivy Cudgel, not gonna do it. Max special defense, max special attack Crest. Absolutely cooking. That's what we like to see right there. That's what gaming looks like. Mm-hmm. Let's go, game 2. They're not going to let me do that in game 2. So we didn't need Rilla in that one. They're going to bring, I think, the Arcanine to pin that whole shtick. So I'm going to bring the Ogerpon, I think. I think Ogerpon's still a good bring. Over the Rilla. I don't think Rilla's correct. I think Ogerpon's just really good into Dango, too. There's Roaring Moon right off the rip. So getting an Intimidate off on that thing immediately is so important. We also have Fake Outs if we want into the Roaring Moon. I think what I'm going to do is just hard pivot in... No, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to Wisp. Wisp Calm Mind seems solid. I don't care if you want to Freeze Dry. You have to be going for Veil first. Otherwise, I just go Fairy Terra and pop you in the mouth, right? Don't act like I won't either. You can go Poison Terra, but that's why I'm Wisping. Right? I vibe with this. You can't Freeze Dry, Aurora Veil, and do everything all at once. You can Break and Swipe, that doesn't do a ton. See the Veil. Show me the Veil. There it is. Let me just hit this move. Let's go. Oof. Big sad, bro. Big, big, big sad. Parting the Ninetales, going to the Crest, get the Protect off, didn't even waste my Terra. Knock off? No. Freeze Dry? No. Stop it, get some help, bro. Sheesh. Oof. Oof. Flip on the Fairy Terra, and that's it if I want. I don't even have to flip on the Fairy Terra at this point. I think I'll Lunar for this first turn and Calm. Yeah, Knockoff's good. Don't care. Freeze Dry's good. Don't care. Whoo! Wop bam boom. Yep, that's game. Not much they can do about it. Full balance, man. Even crits wouldn't like do a ton here. That's the value of the healing every single turn. All right, we're gonna probably Protect here so I don't have to get dumpied on and go for a Psych Up. Love the Protect goes, or love the Psych Up goes through Protect. Let's see if it goes for a Freeze Dry here. Reads? No. And that is a Psych Up into our Cresselia. Aurora Veil's now gone. Now it's time to deal the damage. Psych Up, or our Psychic, sorry, and Thunderbolt from plus 2.5 Bolt. Nice. Any freezers, pleasers? I like it. I think it's funny that the first freeze dry they did use in game 1 did freeze me, but like it didn't even, like, I was super ready for it, you know? And now I haven't even used the Terra yet, so it's like, you ain't got nothing, bro. Nothing. Nasty plot? Why don't you Nasties plots? Oh my gosh. So gone. Whoo, sheesh. Bro, this man has been humbled by the Cresselia Bolt. The Cresselia Bolt balance is unbreakable. Unbreakable Cresselia Bolt balance. Look at this man. He's like, he's not like this thing, like so hard. He's like, how's that even like possible? Alright, Nasty Plot Dango, Water Pawn. I could beat this. Like, AV Bolt, they don't really have that much like setup potential. As long as we're not just losing to like Dark Ursh, I think we're good. So, like, I like Bolt here. I think Bolt's good. Bolt in Sin seems okay. Because you do want to intimidate that. You want to intimidate the Incin. You want to intimidate that Ursh. Probably, like, Cress could work here. They don't have Taunt. I'm going to go Rilla, maybe. I'm thinking. Because I know we need a little bit of healing. I'm going to go Rilla. And it's between Cress and Ogre. And I think I'm going to go Cress for this very first game. Okay. So they have Snarl. They have Make It Rain. Like, I think Incin's just super valuable here. Draco Rip, dude. I mean, I can just go Calm Mind Fake Out. Another Grass Bolt. Okay. So you can go, like, Nasty Plot. It's fine. My Bolt can still hit you if you want to get cheeky. There it is. So now my Bolt can check their Bolt whenever I feel like it. Thinking. Yep. I want to see if they Nasty Plot twice. Yeah, good play. Alright, I'm gonna make some reads. Protect. Protect. Do it. You won't. Let's go! I don't need to fake out that thing. Reads. Now you gotta fake out Pin. So I can fake out you and you can fake out me. Thinking. Their Incense faster than mine. So that's something I just have to keep an eye on. Yep. Yeah, Gholdengo definitely has an animation. It's finally time, right? He doesn't want to lose to the double up. Now he's trapped. Now the Protect's on cooldown. Now I bring in my Rilla. And now I go fake out Thunderbolt that thing into a million pieces. Cool. Let's go. I don't think it KOs at +2, but it might put it within range for a Grassy Glide. Let's go! Oh, that's right! The Balance Master! We're gaming out here, sheesh. Alright, that's Dark Ursh. Okay, Dark Ursh and Bolt. AV Bolt once again. So I can't protect there, but I can just finally Terra, and then, like, I don't take any damage from anything. Yep, I don't care if you protect. Yep, nothing. Nothing, bro. Yeah, I don't play. I'm not a Christmas. It is a Christmas Day miracle. You bring out your Incin. And I think I'm just going to Calm Mind for a while, because you can't do anything. Trade fake outs. Yep. But he, like, let's see, like, I have health getting back and he doesn't, so it's always valuable for me. And, like, you have no real way, like, you can knock me, but, like, then I can just wisp you, you know? Which one I'm going to do right here. Is knockoff that bad? I don't think knockoff's that bad, but, like, what are you knocking off? Like, this is a helmet, right? But this is, like, sashed. A lot of Mons have, like, booster and, like, wellspring. There's not, like, that many things to, like, really knock, I don't think. It's a lot of damage. He's not intimidated right now. That's going to be very good for me. So, protect, pivot, Cress. And we're going to get a heal. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to psych up all of my juicy Raging Bolt boosts, boys. It's actually, hold on. It's better to protect and parting the Ensign. Just a better way to do it. But that burn's going to start ticking this bolt out. Yep, that's fine. I want it. How we doing? Doing good. So Cress is still at 2.5 speed F, which means you can never break it there. You have to rock. You have to knock here, and then now you can't knock for more damage, and you take Rocky Helmet. And now, like, all I really need to do is just like Calm Mind, Lunar Blessing, and I wall you. Maybe I need one more in Sim Pivot, you know. But you can't break me. And I'm not going to give you a shot to Thunderclap this thing for a while. This is why I really like Cress in this matchup. He'll see it. He's thinking about what he wants to do for game 2, I think, which is completely fair. Terra Blast Bolt's really cool. Yeah, I like it. I think there's a lot of value to it. Yep. You can't even, like, burn. You know, I got, like, Lunar Blessing, you know? And we're just going to Intimidate, cycle it down. Yeah, but I like this Bolt moveset. It's very different. Terra Blast, because, like, you don't even need a Terra to use Terra Blast. And, like, in Bolt mirrors, you technically, like, have more PP than them. So, like, this whole struggle thing, like, you don't got to deal with it. Cool. Yeah, we get this one. It's just going to take a little bit. Really like the burn on the AV bolts, too. Really nice. Alright. Game 2. P2 is good. P2 balance is still really good. I like the... I mean, I'm just trying new stuff, you know? I don't normally play balance, so... It's not like you get to see this every day. But you're gaming. Someone has to do it, right? Someone has to be playing some balance games. I think that this is how learning is done, you know? You gotta take your L's when you can get them. You gotta get your practice in when you can get it. This is what it looks like. Alright, so that was game 1. Where we opened up... I believe... Did we open up Grim into that? We opened up Raging Bolt and Sin. Raging Bolt and Sin, that's so greedy against that guy's team. But that's fine. Because they could have just let Ogre Pawn. Those units are probably going to lead Ogre Pawn. Which means... I might go Grim this time. Screens are really valuable into this, I think. If I just screens Calm Mind, like, I'll try it. But he might just open up with Ursh. You know what? I think the same lead is safe enough. Like, I'm worried about Goldango, but I handled it correctly. I outbalanced him. He never even got to use the +6 move. So, let's see what he does this time. I still have good defensive Terras as well. So there's still a lot of options. If he wants to go Torn Ursh and go like all crazy, I think we just win with the stuff we have in the back. Let's see. The Goldango's still scary. If they lead the same way, like, I think we're gonna have to make some changes. Yep, there's the Ursh. Cool. I'm happy to see the Ursh. So you see their Incin's faster than our Incin. So, like, I think I am going to fake out his Ursh, because that's just value for me. And I think I'm just going to Calm Mind. I don't need to be weird. I'm not going to waste my Terra here. If you try to fake out there, that's wrong. I have Cloak, right? And if we're trading fake outs, yeah, you fake out of the wrong target, buddy. Yeah, I got a Sash for that. Yeah, Cloak and Cin's pretty cracked. Really am a fan of it. Alright, so you can Wicked Blow here. I can Terra. And trade. You have Parting there. Who would you Parting in with? Goldango? Yeah, we're gonna see what happens here. That doesn't KO because of Intimidate. Parting shot. That's fine. That's a good parting shot target in case I swap. But like Goldango, let me rip that Band-Aid. Raging Bolt. Good play. All right, I'm still alive, bro. That's actually kind of sick. I don't want to give him a heal. I don't. Pivot Cress. Terra Blast. If you're a gamer, you protect, but oh, that's fine. Yeah, I like saving that Intimidate for later. One more. I don't really get anything for like Psych Up or anything weirder. I'm just going to pivot in my Rilla and just Thunderbolt there and get ready to pin that Incin slot. That's probably the best that I got. Right? I think that's probably about right. Let's see it. Survey says Snarl's good. Stats are dropped. I don't think I KO this Incin here. Yep. And then Parting Shots that Rilla. He's going to come in with the Ursh and get its Sash back, but then I just have like fake out Terra Blast. Oh, Goldango now. Alright, I vibe with you, buddy. I see what you're putting down. It's a lot harder for me to outvalue. I'm surprised they have the Goldango like this late, you know. But I think we're gonna get cooked. Yeah, I don't really have any other options. See if they protect. Nasty Pot. See, like, hey, man, you're giving me shots, bro. Don't give me those shots. I'm taking the shots. I'm gaming with them out here. Okay. So fake out, make it rain. Yep. Okay. Oh, good play. That's fine. That's a solid play, too. I could have pivoted in and center something, but whatever. Alright, we give him that one. I Trastalized too early. Alright, let me think about what I need to do here. Because we can win this one, but I think that it's just going to be really hard. We just can't Terrastalize our Bolt, no matter what. I think we just have to be completely okay with getting dumpstered by Ursh. Which means we have to be bringing like fake outs into it every single turn. And then just maybe soaking one big Wicked Blow if need be. Because he's double dip Dark. That's the part that's really scary. But like, the Goldango is really scary. I don't think I can actually beat it otherwise. So into Ursh, right? I think that like Incin, Bolt is good. I think we need Ogre Pawn. And I really like Rilla, but it's not giving me that tech that I want. So I'm going to bring Cress. And I don't know. How come I'm not playing the $1,500 tour? I don't want to take any wins from anyone that might want it. Like, I would only play like one round. So it's like, you know, I'm not going to just go in there and mess up someone's tournament. And then like dropping is like a thing too. Like I'm not going to do it. It's fine. I just wanted to play a couple games. So I figured I'd just boot up the stream. So let's see what they got here. Yeah, that Nasty Plot Dango is dicey. If I terrestrialize my Bolt, I think I lose in this matchup. So I just have to be very defensive with the Bolt. Gotta not take any baits on fake outs. That works for me. So if I were to go... Floorbit's right there. Would you just Draco me? Is that a thing that you do? You're gonna protect here. So I could fake out there. I could fake out there. There's nothing stopping me from fake out in there and just Calm Minding. But if you Nasty Plot and Draco in my face, that's so raw. You might Fairy Terra. That's fine. Wow, no protect. Make it rain. Yeah, I did not Terra. I'm not going to do that. You try to make a read, and now you're really behind. Like, quite. I dare say you're so far behind that, like, I don't know if you get out of this one, homie. See? Crits are a thing. That guy has to swap, or Nasty Plot. And then he only goes to a +1, and then, like, I still think I get into the Cress. I think I'm able to psych up my Raging Bolt stats. I'm going to terrestrialize the Cress probably, and then I just Trick Room and win that way, because my team's slow. There's the Bolt pivot. Yeah, I'm just not giving it to him this game. Knockoff's good. Oof. But we're faster here, so I'm going to do that. You have Draco. I'm not giving you my Bolt just yet. Will this be a member team? Oh, I can give it to you. Yeah, I can post it. It's a cool team, you know. It's just like full balance. Like it's almost balanced to a fault because like it's not really like optimized for winning the whole thing. It's just optimized for like really fundamentally working the mechanics. That's why we have like a lot of Pokemon that do the same thing. We have 2 Pokemon that heal, being Rilla and Cress. We have 2 Pokemon that can mitigate damage, Incin and Grim. We have 2 things that can fake out, Incin and Rilla. So it's letting me have like the most amount of tools possible to mess with balance. It's a good swap. I'm not gonna let you have that one. Snarl. Okay. Alright, so you have that fat Dango back there. And if I terrestrialize here, I actually think I just beat it. Ivy Cudgel. You have to Ivy Cudgel, yeah, that sucks. Yep, not dead. Cinnamunga stuff, I mean, it's good. Yeah, I'm really happy that I didn't have to blow a Terra there. So I'm going to protect, die, and then bring in Cress, and then pop the Terra on my Cress and try and, like, take all the boosts. Oh, that's fine. If Cresselia can copy a +2, we wall the Dango, I think. But we'll see. It might even be worth it to terrestrialize the Bolt at this point. That's fine. Ooh, okay. Yeah, because if you rip a Draco into me, I do think there's a board state where like I come back into this and I'm like pretty ahead. It's fine. Knockoff probably doesn't KO there. Yes, let's go. Good luck in your marathon. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Alright, so your Bolt's faster. So all my Pokemon are slower than yours. I'm going to Lunar Blessing. And I'm going to Protect for 1 turn. And then I'm going to copy all those boosts. Or is it actually better to Psych Up here? It's better to Psych Up here. Because you just get the boost guarantee. You don't got to be weird about it. And then next turn I can Lunar. And that way I can like Lunar. Yeah, I like that. Woo! Nasty plot. Oh, Shadow Ball. Not dead. Cool. This turn, you're going to rip the Band-Aid off. And I'm going to go Lunar. Fairy Terra. Show me that Thunder. Show me that Draco. Show me the Draco. Oh, reads! So many reads there. Great reads. Wow. And he snarled. Oh, that sucks. Now they're slower than me, actually. The Trick Room has failed me. Yeah. I like that. Yeah, this Cresselia is gaming out here. Yeah, Lunar Blessing on other mons is kind of nice still, too. So mine's since slower than theirs. And they're intimidated, and I'm not. Yeah, I vibe with that. Yup! Let's go! Oh, yes! That's it! Curtains, bro. Curtains. The Goldanga was the last threat. Look at that. Woo! Value. You can't break this crest, bro. Thoughts on Chris Paul getting sent home by the Clippers? Yeah, that's weird. I want to know the full story about it. Like, I watch a lot of basketball stuff. I'm pretty involved with the scene. And there's something that we're not seeing here that is really important. Like, there has to be some... Like, it's not just because he's old or slow or has, like, bad defense, right? There has to be something. Like, anytime a player's, like, waived or just, like, let go, especially when it's, like, in the middle of the night, there's something wrong, right? This is actually the 3rd Terragrass Bolt, actually. Yeah, if you're going to Trick Room me, I'll set that Trick Room back. Or sorry, if you're going to Electro with me, I'll set the Trick Room back. I'll do it again. Yeah, that's game. So we just would have gone into our Ogre Pond and won it. Cool. Great win for me. Great win. Hershey Water with Mystic Water, Sash, Standard Bolt, AV Rilla, good Amoonguss. So Amoonguss is going to be the problem here, but like they shouldn't be bringing Amoonguss first. This, Grass Terra here, Lunar Blessing. They shouldn't be bringing it, right? So let's think about what we need to do to beat these guys. Crest in the back is really good into like this stuff. So like I like Incin. I think Incin is solid. I like Incin Bolt Cress. Seems good to me. Maybe a little bit of Ogre Pond to redirect the Amoonguss. Pin here, redirect Raging Bolt there. Like they're going to be bringing Rilla. I don't need to do that. So let's see what they got. But I think our team might have a shot. I think the way that we win this is we break the POW or the Ursh, right? See, this team reminds you a bit of your Draining Kiss CSR. And maybe it's just a different team. You know, I think it's a different way to play balance. It's giving our opponents a lot of leeway to set tempo. They're having a lot of, you know, like room. So they will Amoonguss first spot, which actually tells me that like they know that that is the key to the matchup. But I don't think it's like that big of an issue because I can just do this, right? So if I do that, I don't ever have to care. Like I can literally do this and then be like, Lamau, you know? Yeah. What are you gonna do? Okay. And I thought I missed. Spore? Oh, it failed. Crazy, right? Crazy, right? Crazy how that works when you suck. All right, so let's think about what we're doing here. We're gonna parting there, Calm Mind again. And it sucks that we're burned, right? It sucks, but it's not like the end of the world. They rage powdered, so we get a free parting into that slot. And we get to come in with Cress if we want. Cress is good here. So Cress is faster than Bolt. So I can go for a Psych Up. And you can't Spore if you would like to do that, so we're just going to game. Yep, awesome. Woo! You can Spore here. You're allowed to do that, but like, bro, I'm about to be clapping those cheeks in like 4 turns. Because like, you can't do anything with that Bolt. You're going to have to pivot and make room for stuff. So I have to be asleep here, right? Doesn't matter. And I can't hit your POW or your Ensim, but like, it doesn't need to. It just kind of sits on the board. Eventually, Bolt will outvalue this whole board. Yep, there's the pivot. Alright, so I actually can wake up next turn. Yep. Ow. 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 It's Mystic Water. It's a lot of damage. Never lucky. Alright, so they actually will get the KO there. So what I'm going to do is pivot. Nice. 3 turns sleep, dude. Never lucky. Okay. Thinking. Yeah, I like that. You're going to protect here and pivot out to get a regenerative proc, or you're going to try and fish for like protect here, making me think that I'm psychicking and try and respore, and I'm just going to double into that slot. If you Water Terra, you eat the psychic plus the Horn Leech. This only really loses tempo to like protect play, but you see how like just double? Oh, that's a great play. But they're still protecting. So this is still good damage for me, like great damage into the POW. I get my wake up. All right, so you have those 3 back there, and I've already used my Terra, so I can psychic here. And you have Stellar. How much will I die if I do that? If I were to Trick Room, is that good? Yeah, that's good. You actually don't have any way to hit this with POW. So I could just Trick Room and pivot in and Sin. And even like water, super water doesn't do anything there, yeah? That works. Yep, no big. Crest breaks, Ogre Palm breaks. Bolt's good. It's good versus both of those. Psychic. Yeah, I vibe with that. Bolt's good. Tribe. You have Sucker. Ooh, I can just go like Lunar. Thunderbolt there. Is that good though? Damn it. Fuck. He's gonna, at least he protects there, yeah. So I mean, at least I'm trying to get a pair if I can. No. it's gone. That's fine, because we're going to double send both those into that slot. All right. This makes me wish that I had my safety goggles on my Cress, but I think this is still okay. Yep. We did that in case they swapped Bolt, but they didn't. Cool. I take those. Works for me. You can put all these things to sleep. Like, that's fine. Like, this Cresselia says you gotta be this tall to ride, homie. Like, it really does. 2 turns. No. In case they want to sucker. I'm not just gonna let it happen, you know? It's fine. Okay. Crest can wake up this turn. Sucker Punch might kill me. But, like, Sucker Punch Rage Powder would be kind of clean, honestly. I'll let them have that one. If they want to be gamers for just one day. If they find that line, that's sick. Because, like, Sucker Punching while something's asleep is crazy good. He saw I didn't, like, I don't know. It's hard to say. That's a... He went for a Spore into the Bolt. Absolutely fine. Can I get a Wake Up? Yes, I can. Let's go. Dumpy the Amoonguss. That's so good. And I didn't even die. Like, my Bolt's asleep, but, like, their Bolt can't hit my Bolt. That's the thing that's, like, super nice about this. Like, it really can't hit it very hard at all. Let me really think about what I need to do here. Because this is a hard... I think you Trick Room. And you just try and Calm Mind. Yeah, you just take that... Oh, Crest didn't die. Oh, Crest didn't die. There's a Calm Mind. That's fine. So I'm going to Lunar. And go for just, like, we're just going to start ripping moves into the POW. Because, like, we might wake up. You can Protect. I vibe with that. Yep, DP there. Yeah, there's the Wake Up. Oh, awesome. Now, we should be able to win just because they can't hit us. Right? I'm pretty sure they can't do anything here. The only thing I want to do is not let them get... Like, how do I lose here? Oh, I think we just Calm Mind correctly and we win. I just got to get ahead on the Calm Minds, and then eventually it's going to come down to, like, who does more, but I have more attacks than they do, so they're actually going to start struggling. So we're going to use all of our Protects, all of our Calm Minds, all of our Dragon Pulses, and the fact is, like, they're going to be Dragon Pulsing me, and I'm going to be hitting with, I have more chances to crit, too. I have more PP and more chances to crit. And even if they ever crit me, I won't die to a Thunderclap unless, like, I'm really bad. I don't think Thunderclap just kills Bolt either. Yep, fails. Alright. Let's see what happens. So they have 8, 20... sorry. 8, 20, 49, 49, 54, 64. And we have... 22, 26, 36, 46, 56, 60, 65. We have one more move than they do, and a lot of our moves deal damage. Cool. So we're going to use all of our Calm Minds first, and then all of our Protects. And then we should win by 1. Yep. Awesome. Gaming. Alright, so in that game, we opened up with Ensign Bolt. Okay, do the same thing. Because that Urshi Water is not very scary. They're gonna over-respect Crest this time. I don't think there's that much they can do about it though. I don't know if I want Ogerpon. It might be better to go Grim here. I think Ogerpon's still fine. Yeah, let's go Ogerpon. Alright. This board state. Yep. You can try and rip. I'm not going to go Terra yet. Yeah, I don't have to do it just yet. Not on the first turn. Oh my gosh, it's going to do so much damage. Look at this. Woo! We're coming in hot. Ooh, bro, it's an Incineroar. What do you think is going to happen? That's a lot of damage. Now it's within range for like other stuff. You could Spore here. Spore and Sin. Okay, yeah. Let me think about how I want to do this. How do I feel about Scizor and Regav? I mean, it's probably not like the worst thing, but I think there are probably better options. I'm going to see if that KOs, because I want to see if I can get this. It'd be really good if we got the KO here. Never lucky. He's going to Spore. Yep, I could have protected. He just falls for that anyways. But the good thing is I can just run this into this. Like, what do you have in the back? Ursh. You're not pivoting Ursh. You're going to pivot it in Sin, if anything. So we're just going to chill. We don't need to use Thunderclaps here, or Thunder Attacks, like, because, like, we don't want to get Thunderclapped, right? You can go Protect and try and run me over, but, like, I'd love to be able to take advantage of something. Yep, honestly, this is fine. Eventually, I will wake up and you will be out of options. And I'm not dead yet. So, like, Pow's good. Yep, there's the Pow. Alright, so we pivot in Sin. And we just try to... Let me think about that. What are you using? You don't want to miss, so, like, you might actually use the wrong move. No, Sin is right still. And we're going to try to protect. Because I don't need to go for a Calm Mind yet. Nah, never lucky. They saw that I tried to protect. There's the Thunderclap. Yeah. And there's the Intimidate. Intimidate. Alright, so yeah. Honestly, there's nothing wrong with, like, that. You can pivot or protect or do whatever, but, like, I just want my... I want to waste these sleep turns, and I want to try and wake up. Nice. Everyone's asleep, bro. We're trying out here. There we go. Calm Mind's really good there. So you can rip. You're going to probably pivot out there and try and rip me. Let's see if you can get the KO. You're not pivoting. Oh, that's too much damage. That's too much damage. Oh, that's too much damage. I threw it. I threw the game. Oh, I really threw that game. My bad. Played up. If they're bad, they're bad. Yeah, wake up. You hit here. Oh. Big heal. Take out the Incin. Alright, but we're still gaming. We're still actually gaming, which is kind of nuts. I think it's crazy that we're still gaming this. You're going to swap that thing out for POW probably, right? You can hit my Crest if you want, but, like, yeah, good play. Woo. Good play. Yeah, I don't see a way that we get out of this, but at the same time, like, yeah, actually, I can't hit POW, and they've already shown it, right? Yeah, that's game. Okay. We need to be a little bit more proactive against the Amoonguss. So that means just leading Ogerpon and leading Bolt and saying, like, nope, sorry, buddy. Alright. They've really leaned on that Amoonguss both games. So, like, if we can take out the Amoonguss, we can win. We didn't respect the teammates enough. There's the Amoonguss. So the Amoonguss has Sludge Bomb, and they're gonna rip the Sludge Bomb into the slot, thinking that I'm following, and I'm gonna be making a read that they will not. They will not Spore. They're gonna Sludge Bomb, and then next turn I'll follow me when they go for the Spore. I might even Protect here and like weave in some damage. If you Spore here, you're just a freaking god. Yeah, they try to delete that. And they're like, Berry. And now I can do that back to them if I want. Yeah, play standard. I'm ahead. I want to see if I can get their Terra out. Because you're almost too far behind to go. Yep, there it is. You're getting too far behind, buddy. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Rage quit. Oh. 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 Slow and steady wins the race, don't it? Oh, man. Yes. I think Rocky Helmet Crest is actually really cool if you can, like, make it work. That's one of the things I like about this team. Alright, is that Zapdos? What item is on it? It's cloaked. Okay, cloak, zap. Alright, so that's where I don't think, like, Incin works, right? I just gotta watch out for this Lando. So, like, I'm gonna bring the Grim. I'm gonna bring the Bolt. I'm gonna bring the Ogerpon and the Rilla. And we're gonna try this. I do not know if my team has the tools to break that Lando correctly. And we're going to find out. Hopefully we do. I think that'd be cool if you did. No taunt on the Flutter. No taunt on the Incin. I think we got shots, right? Here we go. So you can go fake out Moonblast here. Do I care? It doesn't kill. I'll put up a light screen. So if you fake out here and Moonblast there, that works. If you fake out here, I mean, what's the problem with this play? I know it seems really aggressive, but like, what is the issue with this? If you fake out my Bolt, I don't take like massive damage from like the double dip Flutter from hell, right? And you can Moonblast this Grim, I don't care. Dazzle, like, that's fine. I didn't die on my Bolt and I got my Calm Mind out of it. Like, and now I can fake out you over there. Like, now I can just come in here, right? That's what I really like about this. Like, I really think this is valuable. I think you just double this thing. Because you're going to protect. You might not protect, but like, I don't care. I think this is fine. Yep, Frigraph. Show me that protect. Icy Wind, that's fine. Dompied. Cool. Now, if you have a Lando, does it come out here? I think Lando would have came out there. When you target, how do you determine what you target? Do you go by the threat? No. See, like in that situation, it was this doesn't have protect and this did. So if I didn't want to get protect parting shotted, right? You just hit the thing that can't protect. And so in this situation, they have a fresh fake out up. I'm just going to double Spiky Shield. Get a little bit of lefties going, right? We're going to see what they want to do. There's that. Oh, Spiky Shield ticks. Oh. That shouldn't KO. Now, I know they got a Lando here somewhere. Just got to be very protective of it. I'm going to split the damage. Alright. Does not KO. Parting shot. Show me that Lando. Or Zap. Lando. There it is. Oof. That's within range for Rilla, right? Cool. Double Protect to get a little bit more lefties going. And then probably... He's too low to use a sub, so he's not a threat anymore. Yep. He's going to Sludge Bomb here. Yep. And so... Will that Moonblast KO my Ogre Pawn? It's definitely possible, because he's double dip. So if that's the case, we need to flip the switch. We swap in here. And Thunderbolt there. Yes! Oh my gosh, so good! Let's go! Got in before the Intimidate. That's a great protect for them. That is, but like, I got what I wanted out of that turn. I have a lot of healing now too, so you can fake out either of these, but both these pin your Flutter. Cool. They have to go for a double protect. Cool. Yeah, you gotta start playing a little bit read heavy sometimes. He has to double protect the Flutter and like Flare Blitz. That's the right play. Yep. There's the parting. And so the cool thing about this is, right, I didn't thunder. Did I? I don't think I Thunderbolted. Yeah, I Moonblasted. All right, there it is. Use the right moves. Oh, that's so good. That's so good. The balance extraordinaire. Whew. Awesome. All right. Ensign, Bolt, Grim mid game, and Rilla. The whole point is to get the Lando too low to be able to sub. That's the whole like game plan here. Okay. I plan to do any Reg F tours. Maybe. We'll see. Alright, so I like this board from me. I just wonder what they're gonna do over there. That's the thing I'm kind of worried about here. I think I'm just gonna Parting and Protect. So you can do the same thing you did last turn. You can Protect with your Flutter too. I don't think that that's what they're gonna do, but they could. I think I'm just like trying to play a little bit more VGC to like keep up my skills for when Champions comes out. I think that's how that works. Like, it's a, you know, VGC, it's a tool, right? You gotta use it or lose it, right? Moonblast is fine, don't care. Now you weak. Love this. We also have a Parting if we need it, but we don't want a Parting while Friggraph's on the board. Now let's see what they want to do. We should be trying to push aggression while we can. After one Calm Mind, I'm probably not going to try and get any more. I'm going to just leverage. Yeah, I love this. Light Screen, you can Reflect, you can Knock Off. I don't really care. Parting the Bolt. See, I want +1 really bad. Really bad. So, like, I'm going to go for it. I'm going to Spirit Break here and just get my Calm Mind back up. Yep. Terra there. Weird. Trick Room is not it. My team is way slower than yours. I'll put up a Reflect because we can have it. That is not the sauce. Yep, it's fine. Yeah, I mitigate way too much damage here. Pivot in the Incin. Actually, I'm going to pivot in the Rilla here. And just keep Calm Minding. I want to get some healing going while we're doing this. And then I'm going to pivot out the Rilla for the Incin. And then the Incin's going to be healing. And I could go Spirit Break into the Friggraff. I don't need to. Knockoff's fine. That's why we pivoted in the Rilla. It's fine. So we can't fake out here. But we can just pivot in there. And we drop a Protectamundo. Good Intimidate. Cool. So let's see. Who's coming in? You've shown Flutter in class. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna make this play. Parting, Fairy Terra, Reed into your Orlando. Good protect. Blocked, yep. Who are you hitting? You're hitting my Bolt? Or hitting the Incin. Cool. So no matter what comes in, massive damage. Deleted. Deleted. Oh my gosh, so good. You try to get cheeky with that Zap. There's the Flutter. There's no Lando this game, which means I can just start ripping Thunderbolts into everything. Yep. Cool, we take these wins. Awesome. Yeah, they should have brought Lando again. Bolt the Unbreakable. I love this Bolt EV spread too. It gets the bump at 100. Tons of bulk. Screens are up. Like, it feels so good to use Incin and Grim. I think they are underrated together. And the Ferregraph players never expect you to bring both. Just because, like, you can't use Parting Shot and stuff like that. But dual screens are still really good. He's barely alive. You are now weak forever. I think you just come in with the Grim. You can just come with Rilla here. Rilla's fine. And we're gonna probably... Yeah, there it is, right there. Yeah, so we can hit that. We can hit that. I actually think you just doubled this. But I think I can probably just get away with, like, keeping you honest there and just start ripping Thunderbolts into the Ferregraph. Don't care. GG's. Cool. Dumpied. Nice. You still have Incin, but I don't really care. There's no way Incin comes out and has the value here that you need. So I'm just going to hard swap my Rilla out for my Incin. Get a good Intimidate, drop a Protect. And there should not be a way that they really get any value here. Yeah, the Trick Room play does not work versus my team. I'm way too slow. Sick. Feels great, man. Feels great. Feels great to play a little bit of VGC in between all, like, the Pokemon, like Legends EA and everything else going around. Like, I like playing some VGC when I can. When I got the time, VGC's fun. 2 turns on TR. Yeah, they scoop it up, and we take those wins all the way to the bank. Team. Like, bulky defense, Cress. Bulky Bolt. I like that Bolt spread a lot. It seems really nice. Extra point on Incin, but not really usable. Slow Rilla. Slow Incin. You know. I vibe with it. I think this team's cool. It has a hole to Landorus. There's a hole that this team has to Landorus that, like, I wish it didn't. But at the same time, I think you just have to really outplay the Landorus player. And I think trying to find ways to do that without necessarily, like, adding a hard counter is, like, how, you know, growing is done. How, like, learning how to solve your problems with what you have is... It's one of the last skills that the game really has, I think. So, yeah, it was fun to play this. I streamed a lot longer than I thought. I had a good time today. Hopefully you guys had a good time too. Thank you guys for stopping by. I appreciate it.